the clothing that she was buried in, which you see her pictured wearing on the left, there was so much moisture in that grave, much of her clothing had disintegrated, had rotted away. And the rosary that she's holding in her hands in that same picture, she was also buried with. There was so much moisture in that grave, the metal chain holding the glass beads together had rusted. And in some places, it had rusted so completely that it was non-existent. And so many of those beads were scattered in the ground around Bernadette's body, but there was no decomposition to her body whatsoever. Now, with this discovery, the church had a little bit of a problem. And the problem was this. It did not want to be accused of having played a trick on the faithful, of somehow having staged a fake miracle with the body of the very famous Bernadette in order to artificially increase the faith of the people. So what the church decided to do to show that it was being completely objective and that it had not faked anything is it decided to hire a forensic scientist to perform an examination on Bernadette's body to try to determine scientifically why she had not decayed. And to further give credit to its case, that it had absolutely nothing to hide, the church made sure the scientist it hired was an atheist. Being an atheist, he wouldn't believe in God and would most certainly not believe in miracles, and so it would be certain he could find a natural explanation as to why Bernadette's body had not decayed. So the church hired a very famous pathologist from Paris, a man who was a well-known atheist. When he began the examination on Bernadette's body, he opened her body at its abdomen. Once he had her abdomen open, what he noted was there was no smell of decomposition coming from within the body. In fact, he noted there wasn't even the typical smell present within any body, such as yours or mine. What he noted that he could smell, however, was the scent of roses coming from within the body. He examined her internal organs and noted there was no decomposition in any of them. On the contrary, when he examined her liver, he noted there was fresh blood dripping from it. His conclusion is that science has no explanation as to why Bernadette's body had not decayed. He could find no evidence of any artificial chemicals in her system, nor any evidence of a mechanical process used to produce this current state. And I will add that shortly after submitting his final report to the church, that scientist converted to the Catholic faith.